All right, I have 10 minutes to do this. Movie review. Today is of Mr. Nobody, starring Jared Leto and some other people that I do not know, and I will not mention. Google it. So anyway, the movie is set in 2092. There's like a real old man, 118 years old, and he's like the last living mortal. Everyone else can't die. So they got him on TV and everybody's watching him because they're ready to see this dude die. So a reporter comes in and he's like asking him about his life, trying to figure out who he is. And so the story basically goes through Mr. Nobody's life as he is basically, I don't know if he's trying to remember who he is because he can't remember who he is, or if it's about, well, basically the movie's about making choices. And the whole point, like, the choices that he makes in his life, well, everything that happens in his life that could possibly happen are based off of the choice that he makes when his parents divorce, whether he gets on the train with his mom or stays in Canada or London or whatever at, with his dad. It's a real good movie. I really can't explain it. It's a lot of deep stuff. It's kind of like Inception, but way more trippy and a lot better, in my opinion. But you see some things that talked about string theory. To what extent are fears innate? What causes love? You know, got a lot of things that get you to thinking. I won't get directly into the plot or whatever. Ignore what I just did. But here's some quotes that I like, actually. Boom, boom. Okay, so Nemo, when he's 9 years old, he says, "We can't go back. That's why it's hard to choose. That's why you have to make the right choice the first time. As long as you don't choose anything, everything remains possible." And so I like that because, honestly, you know, whatever choice you make, you can't go back. And I'm not saying it's like, okay, do you want ice cream or cookies? And they're like, ice cream. And you can't be like, no, I want cookies. I'm saying, like, when you make like a decision that's like pretty final, like who you're gonna marry or what school you're going to go to, and you actually start attending, or I guess if you're gonna live with your mom or your dad when you're 9 years old or something, why they make him choose, I don't know. It's kind of evil, but whatever your choice you make, you have to live with it. So, but brings up a good point. People are very indecisive, so they don't want to live with the choices that they make. So they feel like the best option is to make no choice. That way, they don't have to deal with the consequences of either choice. But not choosing is still a choice. And it's better to be active in the decision making process, or, well, to be active in your life than to just free float along. You know what I'm saying? Be an active participant. Make good choices. I wouldn't say don't go solely off your heart, and also don't go solely off of your head. It's got to be a combination of the two. I feel like in the movie, Jared, he made a choice in who he married, and at one point, like, based solely off his head. He was like, I'm not going to leave anything to chance. I'm going to make choices, not based off my heart. He was unhappy in that. Then he made a choice, but based solely off of his heart, even though in his head he shouldn't have chosen that woman because she was crazy. And then he had a third choice where I feel like it was a head and a heart thing. But yeah, both of those have to be involved, and I think that's kind of what the movie was trying to explain. But like I said, it's kind of hard to explain the movie, so there's really no spoilers. I think anyone with the brain would like it. If if you're kind of like dumb, no offense, if you watch it and then you're like, I don't like that, I'm sorry, you're really lowbrow. But I love that movie. It's probably one of my favorite movies now. I like it because it's like a book movie. Like a movie. I don't know if it could be made into a book, but like it's like if it were a book, it translated perfectly into a movie. So I totally love it. Another quote that I liked, this was the old Nobody, the protagonist of the movie. And he said, every path is the right path. Everything could have been anything else, and it would have just as much meaning. So, whereas when he was a child, he was like, you gotta make the right choice or don't make any choice at all. But as an old man, he began to see it's like every choice you make, like whether it's good or bad, it's the right choice that you know what I'm saying, is good for you. Everyone is the right path. It may not turn out right because even when he chose to be with someone based off his head and heart didn't work out. When he chose to be with someone just based off his heart, that definitely didn't work out. When he chose, he had kids, he got some benefits out of it, but his wife was stupid, dumb, depressed. And when he married the woman just based solely off of his head, he had everything that he decided he wanted, but he still wasn't happy. So, whatever choice you make, it's not going to mean that that's the best choice ever and nothing will ever go wrong. You just have to make a choice, and whatever choice you make, you're going to have some good times and some bad times in it. You're going to have some blessings and some curses. You might look back and be like, dang, why'd I do that? You know what I'm saying? It could go either way, but that shouldn't prevent you from making a choice because, like I said before, it's better to be active in your life than just passive. And yeah, I totally love that movie. The cinematography was awesome. The quotes, it just really got you to thinking. So I would definitely recommend it. I don't remember what Siskel and Ebert used to do. Y'all probably so young. Y'all like, who is Siskel and Ebert? Siskel and Robert? I don't know. Who cares? I'm the new critic. So, yes, loved it. Watch it. Had some stuff in there about string theory. I don't totally know about that, but I'm into quantum mechanics, so I like it. Innate fears. How do we fall in love? I would elaborate on that, but I'm getting closer to the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to be quiet. But yes, definitely check it out. Watch it with some of your smart friends or maybe your French friends. The director and writer is Jaco Van Dormiel. He's from Belgium, and I think I'm in love with him based off this movie. So I'm going to watch some of his other films too. They'll probably be in, I don't know what language Belgian people speak, but they have subtitles. So figure that out. Bye.